Hello, this is Vern. Welcome to Vern's Junk Closet. So today we will be talking about jobs and skills. So first I want to say, please subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell, and like this video. So if you have a autoimmune disease, please try to stay cool. It's very, very hot today. So first we like to say today is a good day to have a great day. Let's make today beautiful. No one is perfect here at this channel. Practice makes you perfect. And never stop dreaming. So what we're going to do is go over how many jobs you have had, and I'll tell you how many I've had. What have you learned from that previous job? What skills have you taken from the previous job to your current job? So for me, I've had several jobs. I've worked at a newspaper. I've done babysitting. I worked at a diner, a restaurant, a clothing store. I used to go to the store for elders. I worked in fast food. I worked at a printing company. I was a receptionist. I worked at a shoe store. An oil company. I was a data entry operator there, receptionist, also similar. I worked at a check printing company where I did data entry customer service. I worked at a video store. I worked at a hospital and a bank where I did human resources, and I currently am in human resources now. I worked at a financial recovery center. I worked at a major university. I was a medical assistant. I worked at a gym, a pharmacy, and I worked from home doing client service specialist for a medical company. I worked for a printing company, mystery shopper, those are fun to do. I'm also an independent contractor. I worked in stocks and bonds. So all those jobs, I say that to say I had a lot of skills to take with me to other jobs. So what we're going to do is just go over jobs and skills. And usually when you're at a job, if you're a customer service person, you would take that customer service with you anywhere you go. So you need to smile, be polite, you need to listen. So these are skills that are transferable that you can take with you almost anywhere. So in order to improve your skills on what you have done or you don't have, you can find this through several ways. You can go to your local Department of Labor in your area. You can go to your local resource center or community center. Sometimes they have free training. Sometimes colleges in your area have free courses on like Word, Excel, PowerPoint. It's normally basic. They have customer service. You could do online courses. Some of them have a nominal fee. You can ask someone in your field. Maybe you want to job shadow them. Maybe you can do internships. Some internships are paid and some are not. Excuse me. You can volunteer your time. You can read up on magazines and newspapers. Sometimes in the back of those they have skills and they'll go over a couple of things. So you need to stop and decide what is your dream job, what is your dream career. And you need to consider the field that you'd like to go in. So if you need a license for it, of course, you may need to go to college or maybe get a certificate. Some of those are nominal, maybe like $1,000 or so. Maybe you can get a grant. What are you willing to do to achieve your perfect job? Or maybe you want to be your own boss. Maybe you want to be an entrepreneur. You need to read up on these and take these courses. So you should never stop dreaming no matter what it is. So what I'm going to do is just go over a little bit of things of skills in the jobs that I've had that I've taken with me. So with babysitting, of course, you know how to talk to children, you know how to sit down and speak with children, know how to be attentive. As a receptionist, you're the first line of contact for that company. So of course, when people come in, you have to be polite, professional. You have to smile and greet them. Let's see, at a gym, the same thing. People may not know how to use some of the equipment, so you would have to sit and help them with it. At a hospital, of course, people are sick when they're coming in to see you. So even though I worked in HR, sometimes they would come in and they would be extremely sick, or maybe a family member was sick, so they were crying, so you have to be sympathetic to their needs. With the financial recovery, this is the one that I really love. With them, it was almost like a collection. So if they had a building and the building came up for renewal and they didn't have the funds, I could either do a credit check for them or I can try to help them make their payments smaller. Say if the payment was $1,000, maybe I could break that down for them and spread it out over 2 or 3 months, and then all they had to pay was $200 or $300 a month plus their regular monthly fee and catch up. So, sometimes you had to be sensitive to people's needs. At the university, it was kids. Sometimes they would come into the medical assistant office, and maybe they didn't have enough funds to pay for their medical bill. So a lot of these things that you can take with you to other jobs. So you have to find out what job that you actually want, what career field it is, and you have to strive for it. You have to sit down and think, okay, what job do I want? Example, you might want to be a manager at a local fast food restaurant. They do pay nice. For those, don't quote me, I'm thinking between 30 and 40,000. So if you're just starting out in that field and you're becoming an assistant manager and a manager, they have other things behind the scenes of that job where you can go back to school and they'll pay for it. So don't be afraid to go for it. Maybe you want to be a CPA, a certified public accountant. So you would either need to take courses, or maybe you can job shadow someone. You can volunteer your time. Maybe you want to work in a daycare. Maybe you can ask them, can I work in the daycare for 10 hours this week, and just see if this is something I'm really interested in, or in a school. A lot of people don't understand. Schools have several jobs. You can be a principal. You can be a teacher. You can work in the main office. They have janitors. They have several careers. They have ground maintenance. You might want to be a apartment complex manager, or maybe work the grounds for an apartment complex. You can use all the skills that you have from previous jobs to your current job. So when you're going for your interview, don't be afraid to say, yes, I did this at my previous job, and you need to let them know that will look good on either your resume or during your interview. And another thing with jobs, these new interviews, sometimes they're doing it over the phone, or they'll have it face-to-face like this, and they'll have you have to have a camera on your computer, and they'll talk to you this way. Sometimes it's 3 or 4 people. It's not always one person anymore. When you go into the actual brick and mortar office, sometimes they have 3 or 4 people, or sometimes you may have to come back for 2 or 3 interviews. So yeah, it's a lot of different things. So you need to, I would say, check up on that company. For example, you want to work as a plumber. Look up what that company, the plumbing company, has done in the community or has done for themselves. Maybe they have an award for being the best plumber in the city. And when you go to your interview, you can talk to them and say, hey, yeah, I've seen this on your website that you've achieved this, this, and this. Maybe you want to own your own business. You should talk to another entrepreneur, either in that field or someone that you know that has a business. Ask family and friends. Ask a neighbor. Don't be afraid to give your time and not always get money. So sometimes when you do internships, you're not always paid. So maybe you can do an internship for 1 month, but you have to realize if you're not getting paid, you still need to have other money coming in for your current bills that you have. So maybe you could do a part-time job and go there part-time. I used to work at a facility for juveniles. I did an internship there for like 4 months, and it was really nice. I didn't get paid. So what I would do is go there when I got off of my regular job. I didn't do it on the weekends. I did it during the week and maybe work 2 or 3 hours. So you don't know. It's different ways to achieve what you want. And it's always good to update yourself on skills. No matter how menial you think it is, okay, working at a fast food place, you're dealing with the public. You're interacting with different nationalities, different races. Sometimes you have to put up with people's attitudes in the drive-thru. So yeah, it's a lot that you have to take in, and sometimes you don't always get paid a lot. But sometimes it's a step. You have to step here to get here to get here. Just like if you're going into a company and say you just graduated. Don't think just because you graduated and have a 4-year degree that you're going to go into this new company making $60,000, $70,000. No. You'll probably start out as an entry level. You have to get some experience under your belt. Maybe between 6 months to 1 year, they'll give you a promotion and move you up, and then your salary will increase. Example, you start out with $30,000, maybe they'll increase you to $35,000 or $40,000. And then the year after that, maybe they'll increase you to $45,000, and so forth and so forth. So sometimes you have to start at the bottom, but you keep your skills up to date. Learn how to do Word, Excel, PowerPoint. Learn how to do Outlook. Learn how to do IT. IT is a great field to get into. It may be a long time in school, just example 4 years, but in that time, try to take on internships, job shadow, see if you can just do barter. Maybe you could say, okay, I'll give you 4 or 5 hours of my time if you can give me a certificate at the end of the program or end of the month saying that I did this. So I just wanted to stop on and just say jobs and skills is something that you really need to keep updated on. Update your skills, improve yourself. Again, you can go to your local resource center in your area. You can go to a local community center. Some of the colleges offer free courses on Word, Excel, or PowerPoint. It would be basic. You can do online courses. They may have a nominal fee. You can ask someone in the field that you're interested in to work in. You can do internships. Some are paid, some are unpaid. You can volunteer your time. You can read up on it. You can go to your local library. Sometimes they have books on just to say you want to be a manager at a store. They can show you how to improve yourself. So whatever dream or job career that you're looking at, never be afraid to go for it. Never stop dreaming. Remember, no one here at this channel is perfect. I am Vern. This is Vern's Junk Closet. Thank you for stopping in. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and like this video. If you'd like to have more of this same video, let me know. If you would like me to do a video on something else, let me know. And subscribe and hit the like button, please. Again, light in life. Thank you. And for stopping into Vern's Junk Closet. Have a pleasant day. Bye.